Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to another edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. This is the biggest episode of the Market Watch I ever put together. So many cards are going up in value across the board. Many of them are Commander cards, Commander staples. There's some exceptions to that, as you'll see today. A few things I do want to point out before we get into it. First off, part of the reason there's so many big increases is the fact that a lot of major sellers currently aren't selling cards online. A lot of folks have closed their warehouses. Because of that, you have less supply out there, which means whenever you have less supply, you have potential for card spikes. And with this lesser supply out there, you do have people also going ahead and buying up certain cards, which is causing a bigger impact than it normally would. Beyond that, there's also some cases of flat out market manipulation going on too. So if you're in the market to buy any cards right now, I would just be very careful. Keep an eye on eBay sold and completed listings. That's going to give you a good idea of what cards should truly be selling for. You're not going to see as many sales right now. Again, you're not seeing as many cards out there being turned over, but you should get a better idea as opposed to just looking at generally what people are asking for cards. Also in today's video, we're not going to discuss any pricing for Commander 2020 or Ikoria. They're still pretty new, still trying to find their price point. Once they stabilize a little bit, we'll start working them into this video. But without any further ado, let's get into it. We're going to begin, as we always do, with Standard in your top 11 Standard legal cards that have lost value this week. Coming in at number 11 is Niv Mizzet Reborn, down 23 cents to $5. This sees a little Standard play, but this is more notorious for being in Pioneer and Modern Niv to Light decks. And they're still good, but especially the Pioneer one is seeing less play recently, which is why this is going down. Number 10 is Temple of Enlightenment. This is the one from Born of the Gods. It goes down 29 cents to $2.56. And this, of course, was reprinted at Rare and Theros Beyond Death, which is why this card has been soft. But it's in a lot of good Standard decks right now. Bant Mid-Ramp, Azorius Control, and more. Also sees play in Modern ad nauseum. Number 9 is Breeding Pool. This is the one from Gate Crash. It goes down 29 cents to $26.88. Now, there's another copy of this card going up. We're going to see that in a few moments, but this one is going down a little bit. Bant Mid-Ramp, Thiemo Reclamation, Thiemo Adventure, Sultai Midrange. These are all decks in Standard that are using this in their mana base. Pioneer, this isn't a popular deck. Sultai Delirium there, and more decks in that format. Modern, it's in Bant Snowblade, another really popular deck, and of course some other decks in that format too. Number 8, Leyline of Sanctity for Modern Masters 2015, down 33 cents to $4.04. This was reprinted in Core Set 2020, of course is a rare there. This isn't much of a Standard or Pioneer card, but it is a good Modern Legacy or Vintage sideboard card. Number 7 is Teferi Time Raveler, down 36 cents to $19.22. Another card that is seeing a lot of play, even though it is soft. You'll find this in Bant Mid-Ramp builds, Jeskai Fires builds. Also, this does see some Pioneer play. In Modern, it's in Bant Snowblade again and other decks there. And this even sees Legacy and Vintage play too to some degree. Number 6, Vraska Golgari Queen, goes down 38 cents to $4.79. Another card seeing a fair amount of play, Sultai Midrange and more decks in the format. Also some Pioneer, Modern, Legacy, and even Vintage play. But there is one copy of this in the 2020 Challenger deck Final Adventure. That means there's extra copies in the marketplace, keeping the price down. Number 5 is Absorb, the one from Invasion. It goes down 45 cents to $7.62. You'll find this in Standard and Pioneer Azorius Control builds, but this is seeing less play in Pioneer right now, which is why the card has softened up. Number 4 is Temple Garden. This is the one from Ravnica City of Guilds. It goes down 50 cents to $14.95. This is in Bant Mid-Ramp, Gyruda, and more decks in Standard. Also, of course, sees Pioneer and Modern play too. Number 3 is Hallowed Fountain. This is the one from Dissension, the original. It goes down 53 cents to $24.07. You're going to find a copy of the Ravnica Allegiance version of this card in the Wild Bounty Brawl deck, which is why this card has been soft. But again, a card that sees a lot of play. Bant Mid-Ramp, Jeskai Fires, Azorius Control, and more in the Standard format. Pioneer, Bant Spirits, and more. Modern, Bant Snowblade again, and more there too. Number 2 is Chromatic Lantern, the one from Mystery Boosters, going down 75 cents to $7.22. Of course, a new printing of a very popular Brawl and Commander card that a lot of people would like to get their hands on. It does have a pretty high price point, though, considering it is a new card that just got into circulation more heavily, and that's why it is going down. Number 1, Uro Titan of Nature's Wrath. It goes down $2.47 to $47.35 this week, and I've been saying this all along. The card's great. It sees a ton of play. You're going to find it in like a million places right now. Bant Mid-Ramp decks, Thiemo Reclamation, Sultai Midrange, Simic Flash, and more. Pioneer, it's in Sultai Delirium and more there. Modern, it's in Snowblade and more there too. Sees Legacy play. But considering the price point, it's just really hard for a card, especially a new card that got open as much as this one, to hold a price point close to $50. So I do think this will slowly stabilize down in the coming weeks, not just because of the draft packs of Theros Beyond Death that have been open, but also remember those collector boosters. They do push a lot of mythics into the marketplace. All right, on to your top 5 standard legal cards that have gained value this week. Number 5 is Sacred Foundry from Guilds of Ravnica, up $1.02 to $11.99. Again, it's in the mana bases of some big decks right now in standard, like Jeskai Fires builds, Jeskai Kahira. Also, you'll find this in Pioneer and Modern too. Number 4 is Nyx Bloom Ancient, up $1.29 to $16.13. Not really moving because of standard. It has seen a little play there, but this has been a very popular card in Commander and Brawl. Big mana decks love this. You've seen a lot of Commander players putting together big mana decks just because this card came out recently. Also, this is seeing some more play in Brawl and Commander due to some new cards, things like Zixara the Exemplary and Kinnan Bonder Prodigy. Number 3 is Finale of Devastation. It goes up $1.85 to $17.99. This does see a little standard play, but this is more of a modern card for me for the most part. Devoted Devastation and some variants on that deck will run it. It's also a huge Commander and Brawl card though. And again, it's seeing extra play too because of the 2 cards I just mentioned a moment ago. Number 2 is the Breeding Pool that's going up in value. It's the one from Ravnica Allegiance. This one goes up $207 to $29.70. And number 1 is the Great Henge, going up $247 to $21.99. This is in Temur Adventures builds and more in the standard format. Pioneer, it's in Mono Green Walkers, pretty popular build. Other places there too. And also this is another good Brawl and Commander card as well. That takes us to Pioneer and our top 5 Pioneer legal cards that have lost value this week. Number 5 is Zakama Primal Calamity, down 56 cents to $28.48. And this is a very good Commander card. Not much of a Pioneer card right now. But in Commander, you could play this fair in like a dinosaur build. Or if you want to get into some shenanigans, you could play this in like a big mana deck. You play it, untap your lands, bounce it back, rinse, wash, and repeat, and you could create a loop. Number 4 is another Commander card. It's Purphoros, God of the Forge. This is the one from Theros, done 72 cents to $20. And this card is good in that format, but recently it has seen 2 reprintings, one in Mystery Boosters and one in one of the Theros Stargazing Secret Layers. Number 3 is Kalidas, Trader of Get, down $1.05 to $24.99. Now, a few months back, this card was seeing a little more Pioneer play. It's still around. It's in some good decks too, like Salty Delirium and others. But typically right now it's showing up like as a one of in sideboards, which doesn't warrant the $25 price tag at this point. So I do think this will stabilize down a little more before it does find its price point again. Number 2 is Mutavault from Magic 2014. It goes down $1.11 to $18.52. This does see a little less play now in Pioneer than it was seeing, but it's still in Mono Black Aggro and more there. Also does see some Modern and Commander play too. Number 1 is Cyclonic Rift. Now, this is the one from Modern Masters 2017, going down $2.81 to $36.62. However, we're going to see another copy of this card going up in value shortly. So first off, this does see a little Modern play sometimes in the Modern Mono Blue Tron builds. But as you know, this is one of the biggest Commander cards out there. And this card got a mention this week on the Command Zone podcast. There's a lot of content creators, especially this week, talking about Ikoria, talking about Commander 2020, talking about upgrades to those decks. What Ikoria cards do you want to build around in Commander? Because of that type of content coming from the creators I mentioned, but many others as well. Star City Games, for example, did do a video series this week talking about upgrades for each of those decks. You have a lot of articles circulating around out there too, and that's making cards like this one in some cases jump in value. As we go throughout the video, again, I'm not going to point out every card that was in an article or in a video because at this point there's just too many cards to do that. But just know that a lot of the cards are moving because extra attention has been brought to them through different content. All right, on to your top 6 Pioneer legal cards that have gained value this week. And just a word of warning here, when we talk about cards not only in this section but also the Modern section going up in value, the majority of them are going to be cards that see play in Commander, not necessarily Pioneer and Modern. As much as I would love to talk more about cards that see play in those formats that are going up in value, right now that is just a hard thing to do. There's just not many cards going up in value, and we don't want to talk about a $50 card moving up 25 cents in these sections. So what we do is we focus on cards that are legal in these formats that are moving, and in this case, at least for this time period right now, they tend to be Commander cards. And here's your first one. Elenda the Dusk Rose goes up $1.85 to $17 at number 6. And this card has seen some increased play in Commander with things like Fiend Artisan, Aerie Ultimatum, some of the other new cards from Ikoria and Commander 2020. This also has some favorable interactions with Mutate in Commander. Number 5, Gisela the Broken Blade goes up $2.19 to $13.19. And this is a card that's great in Angel Commander builds, but this is also a fantastic Mutate target. Number 4 is that other Cyclonic Rift I mentioned. This is the one from Commander 2014. It goes up 224 this week to 3804. Growing Rights of Itlimoc comes in at number 3. It goes up 228 to 1584. Huge Commander card. This has been seeing a lot of play for a while now. But again, big mana decks have become more popular ever since Nyx Bloom Ancient came out. Also remember, Riz the Redeemed got reprinted in Mystery Boosters, and those two cards play well together. New cards, for example, Riz the Writhing Storm from Commander 2020 are also pushing this. Number 2, Anointed Procession. It goes up 294 to 2385, and you do have cards from Ikoria and Commander 2020 that create tokens, and that has resulted in a little more attention on this card in the Commander format. Number 1 is Omniscience. Magic 2019 goes up 214 to 1506. Magic 2013 up 388 to 1750. This sees play in Legacy, Omnishow, and Sneak and Show builds, but of course this is also a very big Commander card. Alright, let's move on to Modern with your top 6 Modern legal cards that have lost value this week. Coming in at number 6 is Sakashima the Imposter, down $1.17 to $23. Now this did get reprinted in Mystery Boosters, which is why it's soft right now, but it has seen more play in Commander and even a little Legacy play with a new card, Gyruda Doom of the Depths. Number 5, Sword of Fire and Ice from Darksteel. This goes down $1.18 to $72.12. And this hasn't seen a whole lot of Modern play in a while. Originally, when Stoneforge Mystic was unbanned, a lot of folks tried it out, but then for the most part moved away from it, and that's why it is going down in value now. Still see some play in that format, and also Legacy though. Number 4, a card that's been spiking pretty heavily recently, Exquisite Blood. It goes down $2.11 to $45.99. Great Commander card combos with Sanguine Bond. Number 3 is another great Commander card. It's Send Triplets. It goes down $2.20 to $37.39. This is the one from Alara Reborn, and this did get reprinted in WPN Mystery Boosters as a foil. Number 2, Sword of Feast and Famine, the Modern Event deck copy here. It goes down $3 to $60.79. Now this is another sword retracting after some recent increases. It does see Modern play sometimes with Stoneforge Mystic, maybe not as much as it was seeing again a few months ago. Sees a lot of Commander play though. Number 1 is Ren and 6, another card retracting after a big spike. It goes down $3.20 to $71.94, and this was banned in Legacy, but does see play in Modern. Grow mid-range decks, Jund, Lurrus Jund, and if you're worried about Lurrus getting banned soon, well, doesn't look like that's going to happen in Standard or Modern, at least in the short term, because they did make an announcement that Monday there will be an update to the banned and restricted list, but the only formats that they're focusing on are Legacy, Vintage, and Brawl right now. So Lurrus and the other companions, at least for right now, are going to be safe in Standard, Pioneer, and Modern. So just keep that in mind. Beyond that, this also does see a little Vintage play too. On to your top 5 Modern legal cards that have gained value this week. Number 5 is Staff of Domination from Fifth Dawn with a huge increase here, $11.16 to $53.49. You're going to see some big increases in today's video coming up. So this card is fantastic in Commander, has been for a really long time. It is something that can create combos, or sometimes it's just something to do with a lot of mana. If you have like an endless mana loop going on, you can kind of filter it through this. Right now, in fact, there's more of that going on in the format because of the inclusion of some new cards like Kinnan Bonder Prodigy and Zerta the Dawnwaker. Number 4 is Sliver Legion from Future Sight at $14.35 to $112. Sliver Commander decks have been popular for a long time, but they did increase in popularity with a couple key reprintings not too long ago. Sliver Hivelord was reprinted in Mystery Boosters, and Sliver Overlord was reprinted in the Kaleidoscope Killer Secret Lair. But remember, like I said at the top of the video, there is diminished supply out there, which is why you're seeing some of these big jumps. These cards are going up really quickly. Sprinkle in a little bit of speculation and maybe some targeted buyouts, and things are really getting crazy. You're going to see that as the video goes on. Number 3 is a fetch land. It's Verdant Catacombs. Modern Masters 2017 up $4.42 to $78.39. Zendikar goes up $14.42 to $88.92. So obviously we've been talking a lot about fetch lands over the last few weeks. Misty Rainforest really took off recently. It's finally stabilizing, beginning to retract a little bit, but basically all the other enemy fetches are still going up in value. Also, the ally fetches are going up in value to some degree for the most part too. Now, this week, they did announce that the Secret Lair Ultimate Edition would be delayed, not too surprising, but that's part of the reason we're seeing increased attention on these cards now. We know reprints are coming, not just from that product, but from others in the future. We just don't know when that's going to be now. Number 2, Consecrated Sphinx. Iconic Masters up $3.29 to $29.72. Mirrodin Besieged goes up $17.98 to $39.46. This is a very big commander card. Remember, the Locust God just got reprinted in the Timeless Wisdom Commander 2020 deck. Those two cards play well together. Also, there's a number of new cards that care about you drawing cards and want you to draw cards. Things like Shabraz the Sky Shark, for example. So you will notice as we go through this video, this won't be the only card that allows you to perhaps draw some extra cards that is moving up. Number 1 is Vexing Shusher from Shadowmoor. It goes up 25.53 to 38.48. Okay, so this is a Shadowmoor rare. I'm going to use my one per video. Remember, during this time period, there was a recession in the game. Less packs were cracked, which means some of these rares are harder to find in good condition, and they do tend to get spiky when people pay attention to them. So what happened with this card in particular? Well, it started off with some true demand. This is a pretty decent competitive commander card, and some people were picking it up as more people get into that format. However, couple the fact that this is a Shadowmoor rare with the fact that there's less sellers in the marketplace, it began to dry up pretty quickly. Once people noticed this card was drying up, there was a lot of chatter about it on different message boards, and that led to people then finally targeting it for a buyout. And that's what you see here. The card's been bought out, and there you go. You get a pretty big spike like this one. We'll have to see in the long term what happens. I'm sure there will be retraction, especially when some of the other sellers come back to the marketplace. But for right now, this card is very expensive. All right, on to the Vintage Spotlight, where yet again this week we're going to talk about old Commander cards as opposed to newer ones. But we're also going to try to talk about some cards that see play in Legacy, Vintage, 93, 94, or cards that are popular among collectors. We'll start off with Bayou from Revised. It's on the reserve list. It's going up 10.94 this week to 280.84. Willow Satyr on the reserve list continues to go up 11.50 to 127.50. Again, a lot of these cards moving because of the drier marketplace right now, so just remember that. Yawgmoth's Will from Urza's Saga takes a pretty big jump up, $12.03 to $95. Of course, this is on the reserve list, but did get a reprinting as a Judge promo before they closed that loophole on the list. And this does see Vintage play, also another solid commander card in like Carrick, Son of Yawgmoth builds. This also shows up in Opus Thief builds and competitive commander, which are gaining popularity too. Next is Mahamati Jin from Unlimited. It goes up $17.89 to $109.99, and you're going to see some Unlimited cards and some other cards that are scarce in the marketplace going up in value. Again, a lot of it has to do with the lesser inventory. Mana Vault. Okay, now this is a very popular card in competitive Commander and regular Commander too, for that matter. Also sees play in Vintage. Ultimate Masters goes up $201 to $65. Unlimited up $392 to $134.99. 4th edition up $10 to $45. Revised up $12.14 to $52.22. 5th edition goes up $21.29 to $70. Mana Drain from Iconic Masters, good vintage card, fantastic commander card. It goes up $26.51 to $177. Lion's Eye Diamond, this goes up $29.57 to $298.99, of course on the reserve list. Sees legacy and vintage play, but has seen increased commander play because it does combo with Wheel of Fortune, Underworld Breach, and Thassa's Oracle. Also, this has seen some increased play with new cards like Rael the Everwise, Brawlin Sky Shark Rider, and Luris of the Dream Den. Here's another revised dual land on the reserve list. Tropical Island goes up $32.09 to $380.09. Urnum Jin. Some Arabian Nights cards are coming to life now too, up $33.34 to $245.75, again because of the lesser supply. Here's another one. On the reserve list is City in a Bottle. It goes up $33.40 to $339.50. Enlightened Tutor. Mirage goes up $4.19 to $34.18. 6th edition up $33.48 to $68.47 this week. That's quite a jump. That actually just happened, so that should normalize a little bit soon. But this is a card that is seeing some additional legacy play now in Painter's Grindstone builds. Typically, they're running like 3 copies of this. Also a great commander card. Guardian Beast from Arabian Nights. Another one on the reserve list. It goes up $36.42 to $414.40. Mox Diamond from Stronghold goes up $45.59 this week to $349.99. This sees play in Legacy. Also, of course, a lot of play in Commander. Now, this is on the reserve list, but again, it did get one additional printing before they closed the loophole. This can be found in foil and from the Vault Relics. Gaia's Cradle from Urza's Saga, also on the reserve list, also got one more printing. This time, the foil copy was a Judge promo. It goes up $72.21 to $544.99 this week. So this is in Legacy Elves and Maverick builds, but I think the main reason, again, this is moving well, other than, of course, the fact that the market is smaller right now, is Commander. You're going to find this in big mana creature-centric decks, and again, remember, Reese the Redeemed was recently reprinted, and this does play well with that too. Grim Monolith on the reserve list. It goes up $82.57 to $279.35 this week. Sees a lot of Legacy play, Commander play, and again, additional play with some new cards like Zerta the Dawnwaker. Couple more Arabian Nights cards for you. First, Library of Alexandria on the reserve list. It goes up $147.45 to $1,317.99. And Bazaar of Baghdad, also on the reserve list, going up $399.98 to $1,599.98. Mox Jet from Unlimited on the reserve list, of course, also jumps this week quite a bit, $400.20 to $3,000.49. Again, though, remember that depleted marketplace. All right, I know what you want to see. You want to see more Commander cards. Well, here they are. As a matter of fact, we have more than 100 more Commander cards to talk about. Yeah, crazy, right? So I'm going to go really quick through these. We're just going to speed round through them. I usually like to give a little more detail about the cards, like why they're going up in value and stuff, but we just don't have the time to do that with over 100 cards. So we're going to go fast, and I'm basically just going to try to hit you with the highlights, tell you basically why they're going up, maybe some new cards that are inspiring them, that type of thing. So here we go. Hermit Druid goes up $1 to $13.49, seeing some increased play with cards like Nethroi, Apex of Death, and Eerie Ultimatum. Kokusho, the Evening Star, up $1.01 to $12.70, just a highly played Commander card. This is the one from Iconic Masters. Ugin the Spirit Dragon up $1.02 to $64.99, huge Commander card, but does see Pioneer, Modern, and Legacy play too. Sneak Attack from Eternal Masters up $1.05 to $24.83, some increased play recently in Commander with Perforos Bronze Blood. It also sees Legacy play in Sneak and Show. Seasoned Pyromancer up $1.06 to $16.23, big Modern card in like Gruul mid-range decks and more. However, this has seen some increased Commander play with Winota, Joiner of Forces. Gamble from Eternal Masters up $1.08 to $9.70. You know what? Tutors are going to be hot. You're going to see a lot of tutors, even if they do have a drawback. And sometimes the drawback can be used to your advantage. This is especially good maybe with Rael the Everwise or Underworld Breach, for example. This is also in Legacy, Belcher, and sometimes Lands builds. Timna the Weaver, only found in foil, up $1.10 to $52.36. You're going to see a ton of these Commander 2016 partner commanders jumping up in value. They have gotten incredibly hot, and I do think at this point, there's a lot of folks just buying them up because, again, there's that fear of missing out going on with the reduced inventory. Now, this one in particular is in some popular decks like Sushi Hulk and also Opus Thief. Liliana of the Dark Realms from Magic 2014 goes up $1.12 to $12.80. Recently, Erebos God of the Dead was reprinted in the Theros Stargazing Secret Lair, and this does see play many times in those builds. Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth from Planar Chaos up $1.16 to $25.66. He's playing Pioneer, Modern, Legacy, Vintage, but that's not why you're here. This card is another highly played Commander card, great with Cabal Coffers. Vile Smasher the Fierce, another Commander's 2016 foil-only partner. It goes up $1.17 to $30.92. This has seen more play with Obosh the Prey Piercer. Angrath the Flame Chained has seen more play with Croaks the Titan of Death's Hunger out there. It goes up $1.20 to $8.05. Bitter Blossom from Ultimate Masters. This did get reprinted not too long ago in a Secret Lair, but this copy's going up $1.23 to $32.06. This is seeing more play in Commander with Alila Artful Provocateur. Sees Modern and Legacy play too. Linvala, Keeper of Silence from Rise of the Eldrazi up $1.24 to $24.89. Sees a lot of play in Angel builds and others. Ulamog the Infinite Gyre from Rise of the Eldrazi as well. This goes up $1.24 to $39.04. A lot of the Eldrazi have been going up in value recently because not only has Nyx Blue Mansion inspired people to go for these big mana builds, but also there's a lot of new cards that let you cheat them into play in different ways. So this isn't the only Eldrazi you're going to see today. Avenger of Zendikar from Worldwake goes up $1.27 to $12.70, another huge Commander card many times in Lands builds. Skithiryx the Blight Dragon up $1.30 to $45.99, another solid card, and this is seeing more play because it's a fantastic mutate target. Ad Nauseam up $1.31 to $27.93, sees Modern and Legacy play, but of course a lot of Commander play. It has seen increased play with Thassa's Oracle in the format. Many times you'll find this in Opus Thief builds too. Eryximethys Slumbering Isle, this goes up $1.33 to $12.09. When Theros Beyond Death came out, it did bring some cards that play well with this, things like Serpent of Yawning Depths, Kiora Best the Sea God, and others. Sarah the Benevolent goes up $1.34 to $9. A lot of Modern Horizons cards are getting hot right now as that product has started to dry up too, but this does see play in a lot of Commander Angel builds now. Damnation for Modern Masters 2017. It sees Modern play, but it's a huge Commander card up $1.34 to $32.50. Oracle of Moldiah goes up $1.34 to $36.17. This is a highly played Commander card in Lands builds, and recently has seen more play because of cards like Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Morphic Pool, this goes up $1.44 to $17.99. Keep an eye on these Battle Bond multiplayer lands. I do think they're going to catch on. This is just the first one to start jumping. Crom Ludwig's Opus. This is another Commander 2016 foil only partner up $1.44 to $19.85. This is seeing a little more Commander play with cards like Zera's The Writhing Storm, but also this is the Opus in Opus Thief. Cloudstone Curio from Ravnica City of Guilds goes up $1.45 to $38.12. Classic combo enabler in the format, and a lot of people are using this right now with Dockside Extortionist. Necropotence Eternal Masters up $1.11 to $23.06. Iconic Masters up $1.47 to $21.87. Another huge Commander card, many times an Opus Thief, and it's a good vintage card too. Primordial Hydra from Magic 2012 up $1.50 to $13.49. This has seen increased play with Zixara the Exemplary. And also remember, Roshin Meander was reprinted recently in Mystery Boosters too, and that could push some of these Hydra as well. But you do see a lot of people building Hydra decks around Zixara. Swan Song, a very popular Commander card. You see this a lot in competitive Commander. This is the one from Commander 2016. It goes up $1.52 to $10.25. Dark Confidant, sure, Bob is a good modern legacy and vintage card, but with competitive Commander becoming more popular, this card is seeing a lot of play there. Ultimate Masters up $1.11 to $49.92. Modern Masters up $1.26 to $49.54. Ravnica City of Guilds up $1.52 to $49.94. The First Sliver goes up $1.54 to $15.39. I mentioned earlier, of course, Sliver decks are popular again because of some reprintings, but also this combos very well with Food Chain too. Primal Vigor up $1.56 to $25.26. Again, another card that plays well with Reese the Redeemed. And there's other new cards that make tokens and give +1/+1 counters too. Survival of the Fittest from Exodus up $1.63 to $122.44 on the reserve list, but did get reprinted as a Judge promo. This is in vintage survival builds and also does see some Commander play. It has been seeing more play with cards like Thiemo, Luminous Enigma, and some of the other new cards. Kaineos and Tiro of Miletus from Commander 2016, not a partner Commander, but still foil only, going up in value $1.66 to $12.65. Great group hug card and has seen more play really ever since Theros Beyond Death came out. Berserk from Conspiracy Take the Crown up $1.66 to $18.35. This does see play in Legacy Infect, but it's a good Commander card with some of the new cards around. Things like Calamax the Stormsire, and also the partner commanders Kazur Ruthless Stalker and Ukima Stalking Shadow. Also beyond that, Zavala Heart of the Wilds was reprinted recently in Mystery Boosters, and this card plays well in those builds too. Final Fortune from 7th edition up $1.67 to $5.95. Feels like a buyout for the most part. It does see a little Commander play, but we've seen not only this copy of the card, but others go up a lot over the last couple weeks. Colonian Hydra, this is the one from Commander Anthology Volume 2. It goes up $1.67 to $14.99. Hammer of Nazan goes up $1.68 to $22.99. Has seen more play with Delicos Crafter of Wonders. Orm's Chant from Planeshift goes up $1.72 to $14.23. This has seen some more competitive Commander play recently. Also in Legacy, this is in Bansy Nathoko. Sword of Truth and Justice, another Modern Horizons card, goes up $1.74 to $17.90. And again, you have a card here that's getting more play because of new cards. Things like Kazura Ruthless Stalker, its partner Ukima Stalking Shadow, and Kelsey and the Plague, for example. Ravos Soul Tender, another Commander 2016 partner Commander only in foil, up $1.75 to $14.23. This is seeing more play with Jarina Kudrow, General's Enforcer, and General Kudrow of Drannith. Here's another one, Kaidal Chosen of Crewfix, only in foil, up $1.77 to $6.24. Sees a lot of play in partner builds, and those builds do get better with Song of Creation now. Mox Opal from Scars of Mirrodin goes up $1.79 to $53.77. Big, highly played card in Commander, also sees Legacy and Vintage play too. Here's another popular partner Commander, only found in foil in Commander 2016. It's a Kiri Lineslinger. It goes up $1.80 to $4.16. Force of Negation up $1.80 to $42. Another card that sees Modern, Legacy, even Vintage play, but is seeing more play now because of competitive Commander. Rhystic Study, this is the one from Prophecy, the original, up $1.83 to $24.57. That Mystery Booster reprint didn't hold this card down for long. Very popular, maybe the most popular Commander card out there. Echo of Eons goes up $1.95 to $14.50, another Modern Horizons card here, and another card that allows you to draw potentially a lot of cards at the same time, making it see more play right now in Commander because of new cards. Things like Zera's The Writhing Storm, Shabraz the Sky Shark. This also does see a fair amount of Legacy play too. Fauna Shaman from Ultimate Masters up $1.98 to $8.43. This sees a lot of Commander play, and more so now with things like Nethroi, Apex of Death, and Eerie Ultimatum out there. Thrumming Stone up $2.02 to $39.99. This card's been hot since Year of the Rat Secret Lair came out. Remember, Rat Colony breaks the 1 per deck rule, so this card works very well with that one. Here's another Eldrazi from Rise of the Eldrazi. It That Betrays goes up $2.04 to $12.69. Edgar Markov, only in foil, goes up 210 to 2705, a very popular vampire commander. Training Grounds, this goes up 210 to 3399. This is a classic commander card played a lot of times in sliver builds, but this is also good with things like the Scarab God, Kenrith the Return King, and much more. This is also seeing more play now with Zirda the Dawnwaker, Fiend Artisan, and some other new cards. Here's another tutor, good in Vintage, good in Commander. This is Mystical Tutor. Mirage goes up $1.21 to 1626. Signature Spellbook Jace goes up 238 to 1891. Carador goes Chieftain from Commander, goes up 265 to 1468. Another card that's seeing some increased play because of Nethroi, Apex of Death, Eerie Ultimatum, and some of the other new cards. We mentioned this one earlier. Cabal Coffers from Torment goes up 286 to 59.99. Cavern of Souls, this sees play in Legacy, it sees play in Modern, but this also sees a lot of Commander play. Modern Masters 2017 up $1.04 to 62.69. Ultimate Masters up $1.63 to 62.54. Avacyn Restored up 287 to 62.39. Darksteel Plate from Meriden Besieged goes up $2.90 to $11.80. This is good in aggressive Commander builds typically. Seedborn Muse from 10th edition goes up $2.93 to 13.05. Huge Commander card here, and has seen some increased play with Kinnan Bonder Prodigy. Rings of Brighthearth, another classic combo enabler in the Commander format. This is from Lorwyn. It goes up $2.99 to 53.60. Pact of Negation, not just a Modern card, seeing a lot of Commander play now too. Masters 25 up $2.29 to 29.04. Future Sight up $3.02 to 32.99. Teferi's Protection, great card in white for Commander. Commander 2017 up $2.15 to 41.10. Mystery Booster goes up $3.25 to 38.87. Exploration, good in Legacy lands builds, good in Commander lands builds. Conspiracy goes up $1.55 to 36.44. Urza Saga up $3.33 to 39.49. This has seen a little more play recently too because of cards like Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Null Rod goes up $3.34 to 32.95. On the reserve list, it does see some Commander play. Intuition from Tempest on the reserve list, but did get a Judge foil. It goes up $3.34 to 58.61. This is good with a lot of the new Ikoria cards actually, including Eerie Ultimatum, and also sees Legacy play in Omnitel and Sneak and Show builds. Vampiric Tutor, another tutor here. This is the one from 6th edition, going up $3.43 this week to 109.20. Also sees play in Vintage. Mishra's Bauble, this is the one from Cold Snap. It goes up $3.54 to $22. This card started to spike because of Lurrus of the Dream Den, of course. Those two cards create an engine that allow you to draw 2 cards per turn, basically. People are doing that in Commander right now, but I think a lot of the reason this card's bumping up this week is just simply because we now know that that combo is not going to be banned in Modern, so even if it does get banned in other formats, there will be a place to play it, at least in the short term. Earthcraft on the reserve list, it goes up $3.59 to 88.98. Again, another card that's good in big mana decks, plays well with Reese the Redeemed too. Atraxa Praetor's Voice, Commander 2016 up $3.07 to 52.99. Commander Anthology Volume 2 up $3.72 to $55. Only found in foil. Very, very popular Commander. And it does play well with some of the new cards that are going to get +1/+1 counters. This is also a great mutate target. Sylvan Library, this is the one from 4th edition, going up $3.73 to 54.16. This card has been hot. The other copies are stabilizing a little bit this week. Huge Commander cards. He's extensive Legacy and some Vintage play. Mikaeus the Unhallowed, Dark Ascension up $2.04 to 27.06. Ultimate Masters up $3.81 to 34.92. Again, has seen some increased play with things like Fiend Artisan and Luminous Broodmoth. Forbidden Orchard from Commander 2016, again, up $3.91 to 25.59. Sees Vintage play in Oath of Druids, also a great Commander card. Demonic Tutor, here's another tutor. Dual Decks, Divine versus Demonic up $1.20 to 38.99. Ultimate Masters up $2.28 to 39.90. Dual Decks Anthology up $2.51 to 38.79, and Unlimited goes up $4 to 71.99. Here's another Rise of the Eldrazi. It's Kozilek, Butcher of Truth up $4.07 to 56.50. Phyrexian Altar, this is going to combo with Luminous Broodmoth and Solemnity. Invasion goes up $3.41 to 37.78. Ultimate Masters up $4.11 to 34.65. Doubling Season, of course, this is just always a big Commander card, but is seeing more play right now because Reese the Redeemed has been reprinted. Also, Ikoria and Commander 2020 are bringing a lot of cards that give us +1/+1 counters and tokens. Modern Masters goes up $3.45 to 67.49. Ravnica City of Guilds up $3.69 to 67.04. Battle Bond up $4.13 to 62.69. Land Tax, another great card in Commander for white generally. 4th edition up $1.27 to $31. Battle Bond up $1.27 as well to 38.16. Battle Royale goes up $4.15 to 42.49. Arachnogenesis, great in spider builds, but also a great combat trick. Generally, it goes up $4.18 to $20. Sensei's Divining Top from Champions of Kamigawa up $4.30 to $44.99. Sees vintage play, but it's another really big commander card. And this is getting more popular with some new cards that care about what's on the top portion of your deck. Ramos Dragon Engine, only in foil, goes up $4.53 to $19.96. Has seen more play since the Ur-Dragon got reprinted in Kaleidoscope Killers, but just generally a good card. Food Chain, we talked about this one earlier, good with the first sliver and Squee the Immortal. It goes up $4.67 to $65. Ancient Tomb, Legacy, Vintage, huge commander card. Tempest goes up $3.23 to $43.28. Ultimate Masters up $5.44 to $43.75. Sarah's Sanctum on the reserve list goes up $5.46 to $108.27. Solid commander card and enchantment heavy builds, but has seen more play ever since Citizen Champion and some of the other Theros Beyond Death cards came out. Sheoldred Whispering One, new Phyrexia up $1.07 to $23.12. Iconic Masters up $5.57 to $27.17. Popular cards seeing more play now with things like Eerie Ultimatum. Mana Crypt, the Eternal Masters copy up $2.66 to $194.92. The original book giveaway media promo of $5.89 to $275.43. Huge vintage card as well. Another foil only partner from Commander 2016, Bruised Tarl Boorish Herder up $5.93 to $14. This has seen more play with things like Winota Joiner of Forces. Here's another one, foil only, Ludwig Necro Alchemist up $6.46 to $9.99. This is getting some more play now. The Locust God was just reprinted in Commander 2020. Also, you have new cards like Zera is the Writhing Storm. Third verse, same as the first, foil only, Silas Wren's Secret Adept. It goes up $6.46 to $13. And this is another good commander card, but it does make me feel like these partner commanders are being targeted. Time Spiral on the reserve list, it goes up $6.80 to $72. Solid commander card in competitive decks, but again, it has seen some increased play because it lets you draw a lot of cards potentially at the same time. The Locust God was reprinted, like I said, and new cards like Zera is the Writhing Storm, Shabraza Sky Shark, they'll appreciate this. Avacyn Angel of Hope, Iconic Masters up $6.01 to $59.80. Avacyn Restored goes up $6.96 to $54.39. Great commander card, seeing more play though, again because of a new card, Cathril Aspect Warper in this case. Kalia of the Vast, this is always a popular card. People love Tribal and this does let you go in different directions. Commander Anthology goes up $3.20 to $37.79. That one's only found in foil. Commander goes up $7.07 to $47.99. Winds of Change from Portal goes up $7.08 to $44.52. And again, you have a card here that potentially is going to let you draw a lot of cards. This also shows up in Opus Thief a lot of the time too. Riku of Two Reflections from Commander. It goes up $7.24 to $28.09. And again, this is seeing some additional play because of newer cards. Nyx Bloom Ancient is one of them, also Twinning Staff. Angel's Grace, Time Spiral up $3.59 to $17.99. Modern Masters up $7.47 to $24.22. This does see play in Modern ad nauseum and more, but it's a solid competitive commander card and has seen more play ever since Thassa's Oracle has been in the format. Jessica Warrior Adept goes up $7.58 to $8.73. Obviously this is a buyout, but the question is, why was it bought out? Well, a couple things. One, there are some people trying to build commander pinger decks with Kelsey and the Plague. But beyond that, there was recently some promotional art shown for Commander Legends. It looked like one of the characters was Jessica. So perhaps Jessica is going to get a new card that maybe will be good, maybe plays well with this one, perhaps. But beyond that, Jessica has always been a very popular character just in the lore, and that alone could have caused more people to want to pick up the card based off the art they saw. Craterhoof Behemoth, Modern Masters 2017 up $5.89 to $59.47. Avacyn Restored up $8.63 to $62.43. Another card going up because of big mana decks and Nyx Bloom Ancient, also because of that printing of Reese the Redeemed. Additionally, this sees play in Legacy Elves builds. Needle Spectre from Eventide, I won't say it again, but that's part of the reason this is going up so quickly, up $9.06 to $12. This is seeing more play because of cards like Brokos Apex Forever and other Mutate cards. This is a fantastic Mutate target. Great vintage Legacy and Commander card, it's Force of Will. Alliances up $6.80 to $106.99. Eternal Masters up $9.28 to $133.64. Maelstrom Wanderer from Plane Chase 2012 goes up $9.73 to $21.99. This has actually seen a little Legacy play recently in Garuda Combo, but it's a great commander card, very popular commander, good with new cards like Genesis Ultimatum. Thrashios Triton Hero up $9.90 to $74.99, only in foil. And of course, this is one of the Sushi Hulk commanders, but sees play in a lot of other places too. Scroll Rack from Tempest up 1048 to 72.95. Another card that's going to let you manipulate your deck a little bit. And like I said, a lot of cards care about that right now. Winota Joiner of Forces, Genesis Ultimatum. This will be good with both of those. This is also really good with the Uriko the Tiger Shadow, which did get reprinted recently in Mystery Boosters. Ultimately, though, this is just a really popular commander card in general. Counterbalance from Cold Snap goes up 1069 to 1987. Okay, so this does see some legacy play. There is a Modern Miracles deck that's trying to gain a little traction. We'll have to see if that goes anywhere. But I think the main reason this is going up is because of Lurrus, knowing that there's going to be a lot of 1 and 2 casting cost spells in those decks. Counterbalance could become more powerful, not just in Commander, but also in Modern now, because we know that Lurrus isn't going anywhere there, at least not on Monday. Transmute Artifact, another classic Commander card here, up 1162 to 169.99. This is on the reserve list. Tana the Bloodsower, only found in foil, goes up 1239 to 23.99. So in addition to being a foil-only partner commander from Commander 2016, this card also had some attention brought to it this week because of Channel Fireball. They did 2 different deck tech videos for Commander that featured this card, one of which it was actually a Commander. That one was a 4-color Saproling build. But this has also been a whole lot of other builds too, some of them more competitive. Sylvan Tutor, another tutor, this one from Portal, it goes up 1381 to 87.99. Power Artifact, another very popular reserve list classic commander card, it goes up 2132 to 185.12 this week. Sliver Queen, there's the sliver that's on the reserve list, going up 2361 to 145. And here's Tainted Pact, it goes up 39.12 to $89. This has all but disappeared from the marketplace. Has seen increased play recently ever since Thassa's Oracle came out, and it's in things like Sushi Hulk and Opus Thief builds. Very popular commander card right now. This is going to also create combos with Emergent Ultimatum and Thassa's Oracle, so new cards are influencing this as well. Alright, time for some cards I can afford. It's the Pauper Spotlight, beginning with Priest of Titania from Commander 2014. It goes up 13 cents to 4.25. You'll find this in Elves builds, and also in Commander Elves builds. This does play well with Reese the Redeemed as well. Deprive, this goes up 16 cents to 2.22. This is in Delver Fairies, Dimir Control, Scred Fairies, Mono Blue Tempo. This also does see some modern play as well. Preordain, this is the one from Mystery Boosters. It goes up 21 cents to 2.93. This is in a lot of the same decks Deprive's in, Delver Fairies, Scred Fairies, Dimir Control, and more. Sees Legacy and Vintage play too, and lots of Commander play. Snap from Mystery Boosters goes up 31 cents to $1.45. Again, it's in Delver Fairies, Scred Fairies, Azorius Flicker, and other decks. This has also seen some increased Commander play with Kelmex, the Stormsire, and Twinning Staff, for example. And it's been a while since we've seen the Black Lotus of Pauper. It's Oubliette. We know a reprinting is coming, and this card has been going down for the most part, but this week it goes up $1.17 to $28.49. This is the B variation of the card, the one where you can read the casting cost a little easier. You can see that on the screen. This is found in mono black control decks in Pauper. Onto the Premium Spotlight. I'll give my quick disclaimer as I always do. I don't like to spend too much time talking about promos or rare foils, especially right now when the market's depleted like this, because you're not going to get great data for the most part. A lot of data is going to be incorrect. Some of it's going to be manipulated. But I like to pick out a few cards every week that feel like they're moving at least somewhat naturally, so I went with 4 this week. First, we have Sliver Legion. This is the Judge foil. Now, there's also the foil from Future Sight. That one's pretty stable, but this one's going up $25.24 to $148.99. Vexing Shusher, of course, had a big week when it comes to non-foil. The Launch Party promo goes up $14.82 to $30. The Shadowmoor foil goes up $48.09 to $64.85. Here's that Judge foil for Intuition I mentioned earlier. It goes up $62.05 to $284.99. And then finally, the Tainted Pack foil from Odyssey. It goes up $77 to $275 this week. All right, that does it for the Market Watch. If you're still with me, hey, thanks for hanging on. This has been a long video. My voice is about done, so I'm going to sign off. Until next time, hey, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon and have a great day.